Welcome back to Media and Entertainment Summit 2026. I'm joined here by Suman from Wipro Consumer Care. Welcome, Suman.
Thank you.
You've just come off stage after a wonderful conversation on the FMCG playbook reaching the next 400 million consumers. Now, as an FMCG brand, how do you look? What is one key takeaway from the conversation that really stuck with you?
I think I'll segregate the conversation in 3 points. One is consumer, second is content, and third is connection.
Yeah.
Now, from a consumer perspective, when we talk about the next 400 million consumers, they are coming from different parts of the India and different geographies, right? I mean, different socioeconomical strata. So it could be tier 2, tier 3 markets, it could be metro, it could be rural, right? So what we have observed and with the discussion that we had is it's very very important that we look at the consumer in different cohorts. So because they're coming from different background, different brand availability, different mental availability of the brands. So from that perspective, I think the way we should look at is from a cohorting perspective, where there are multiple cohorts, and accordingly you create the content. So the second level would be the right content for the right cohort, because any content, I mean, we can't do a one simple communication and spread across the medium and say that okay, there is a content, there is a brand, and go and buy for it. So you need to create those content specialization for the individual consumer. And the third, which is very importantly came out and with the discussion of the fellow panelists, is the signals, right? There are a lot of digital signals which are helping us to decide that which medium, which genre, which market we should go on, that sort of minimize the media spillage, and we can look at the consumer in a much better lens.
Fantastic. Going into 2026, what is the media vehicle of choice that you are really excited about that adds a new dimension to your marketing mix?
So I think the media vehicles will remain same, because I think the way the marketer should look at is how to use that media. So the TV will remain same. The CTV, like we have looked at in the last 10 years, it has been uh, grown enormously. Right now, it's already 60 million devices that are available. It's going to be 100 million at the end of 2026. That's the projection. So there are devices which are already there. There is it should be mobile first, because that's the communication where the maximum usage of media is happening. People are using that media or device on the go. So mobile first is very very important. Plus we should look at other digital media. Now CTV specifically, we don't look at, I mean, from a Wipro perspective, we don't look at as a digital device. We look at more as a TV, as a unified media. So there is a linear TV and there is a connected TV. The consumer has a choice to look at whether from Tata Play, whether to look at from a a broadband connection. So that's the choice that consumer has. So from that perspective, the media choices will be different in terms of the communication that we are putting across.
Fantastic. But in terms of CTV, it does one thing which you mentioned. It gives you that data signals which you talk have become
Absolutely.
very important.
Absolutely.
What have you been able to do with CTV data signals in terms of amplifying your plans, if
Yeah,
any?
absolutely. So, and it was quite surprise to me as well when we looked at market-wise data, and we realized that Southern India has more CTV penetration than the North India. So AP has the 38% of the CTV devices in India itself, right? So when we looked at, and we always thought that South is more linear TV dominated, but when we looked at from that lens, we realized that we can't look at one device at a single media perspective. And there is also a study called Lumen study which talks about the attention span. So through that, it also says that people attention span in one particular media doesn't last long. So we need to sort of look at different devices, and with the CTV penetration going higher, and specifically in the affluent household, which is more into South,
Yeah.
we are looking at CTV very, very, objectively. Not only running the TVC, but also look at, play and pause ads, interactive screens, can people shop from the QR code on CTV. So those kind of areas of innovation are also taken care of.
Fascinating. You really revealed new insights on CTV. It was wonderful speaking to you. Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
thank you so much.
Thank you.